This is Urdizzle back with a little daily tourney action for the evening of March 3rd. And I'll walk you guys quickly through my main bag here. I've got Keystone, Pure, Fuse, and Compass as my utility discs. And then my main bag, I've got my River, Explorer, a pair of muskets, my recoil, and then 3 Ballista Pros. And for this particular layout, I don't use the Pure Compass Accurate Glide musket or recoil at all. So hole 1, we start off with Coyote Canyon, and this is a skip glide Ballista Pro shot. And I decided not to crop this at all, so you guys can kind of check out the whole process of how I'm able to kind of go through and do this stuff. So my first few shots here are just going to be trying to eagle. And this is mostly what people do on daily tournaments. Do you ever wonder how they get good starts? You just kind of play the first hole a few times to see what the lines are. And that one right there, I was able to get a great skip on the second shot. So it worked out really nicely. Almost roll out of bounds. But that's what you usually want to do is the grind for the early hole-in-one or eagle. And 55 feet, that's a pretty easy putt for me. And then hole 2, we transition over to the other gettable par 4 on Coyote. This is hole 5, and I'm also throwing the Ballista Pro again, this time forehand. And really, I just want to miss that compass. I kind of like the wide route because then you don't have to worry about those bushes there. But with the wide route, you sometimes bring that cactus into play. And even right here, this is not a super easy shot. I'm going to go ahead and putt this one because I just think it's too low a trajectory for a good throw-in. I mean, it's doable, but I know up to about, actually 52, that's right about the upper edge of ones where I feel comfortable putting uphill like that. And then this was my first run through, so hole 3 with a wind of 3, I decided just to kind of play things safe. And so I threw my Accurate Windbreak River, and that's going to be an easy birdie. I really just wanted to kind of see the layout. I didn't want to run it long and then have to... I can usually get a good throw-in opportunity from 70 to 80 feet. I just didn't want to have to do that with a 3 wind, so I kind of played it safe. All right, holes 4, 5, 6, we transition over to Kehoe Park, and with a right to left wind of 3, you pretty much can't throw a backhand here, so this is roller all day. And that is a roll glide Ballista Pro. And right about here, I thought it was going to go in the sand trap, which was not what I wanted, but luckily it rolled up and out and left me with a reasonable shot. But that wind is no joke. So from this range from 112, what I've been doing is throwing my Keystone. And so that I thought I had a pretty good read on it, but I was obviously a little bit off. So I ended up going high. And I will be doing a forehand video, so I'll give you guys a more in-depth explanation as to why I'm using the forehand and why I'm using the Keystone over the Fuse. So that'll be coming on my channel a little later. All right, then we shift over to Kehoe 4, and this is a tough hole. But notice I aimed way far to the right. With a right to left wind of 4, I mean, you can't aim any further to the left and expect it to stay in bounds consistently. So here it's 285. If you guys want to know why I keep an Accurate Roll Explorer in the bag, right there. You get it up over the top, and that just grabs the ground. And so this is one of the holes I really enjoy having that roll attribute on the Explorer. Just makes that upshot really easy, honestly. And then we shift over to Kehoe 5. And so this one, with the wind of 3, it adds a little bit of difficulty. And I wasn't sure quite what the headwind was going to do to that. And so I left that a little further right than I wanted. So maybe if I remember next time, if there is a next time to play this, I put a little bit of hyzer on it to try to get it to come back a little more. But 63 feet is right on the upper end of my putting range. So I don't have to really worry about the wind too much. All right, I'm feeling pretty good going into windswept, so this is hole 9. I'm going to throw my roll as well, and I know if I miss, it's probably going to stick to the ground, but I get that crap. And so pretty much right there, I was done with this layout, but I thought, we'll go for this and see if we can at least get the par, and of course I did that. Yep, happens to all of us guys. And so I try to readjust a little bit, and then I end up throwing high. That's... Obviously, you can do worse, but for me, that's about as bad as it gets. So OB, miss putt. What you gonna do? And I wasn't gonna quit because I wanted to see what holes 8 and 9 were, just get a little preview. So hole 8 with a right to left tailwind of 3. That's just a nice, easy Ballista Pro light glide and just get me in putt range, so 48. So other than that crappy hole 7, I'm feeling pretty good about this layout. Obviously, I could probably ace run hole 3 on Coyote and get the Albatross on Kehoe, but those are going to be, I think, some challenging shots I'm going to have to work at a little bit. And then this hole, I just throw my river just up into the trees. The tree usually knocks it down a little bit and gives me a reasonable putt. I could probably get a better ace run on that one with a musket, but with the wind of 3, you don't want to have a 90, 100, 110 foot throw in with a fuse on that hole with a 3 wind. So that was not elite status. Obviously, that whatever 6, 7, whatever I got on that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that triple bogey I got was going to prevent me from getting a lead, but I was at least able to kind of scout the round and figure out what I needed to do. So we're going to head right back into it and try to get that elite. And obviously hole 1 is going to take a little bit of work, and I start messing around a little bit with the aim points of this, but my goal is just to land it on the island and have it skip over there. And so we're gonna try a few shots here with my glide skip Ballista Pro, and that one I thought might have had a chance, but it felt like it was too far right and I just gave up on it. I think that's one of the things with experience. You start to read the shots a little and you kind of know where it's going to end up. Like right there, I wasn't sure about that one, but it's going to go wide right. I kind of wanted to see what it would do, and that was just trash. So that's why you'll sometimes see me restart early, just because I kind of know from the get-go. Like that right there is going to be way left, but you never know because it could ricochet off the mountain here, skip like that. And that damn near made it across. So those, even though those look like they're bad shots, that one had potential to still be reasonable. And right about there, that one felt really good. So I feel if I can miss the tree here, that's going to skip across. But then it didn't quite go as far left as I thought. So that one I kind of misjudged in the air. I probably could have exited early. And so what I did right there was really subtle. I don't know if you noticed. I aimed a little bit higher. And if you aim a little higher, the disc will stall out a little more and go a little bit left. And I thought that was a great shot. I just happened to hit the tree. But we're not going to restart because there's potential for a throw in here. And so 135, this is my forehand keystone range. And that is money, 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 money. Don't bow, bow. So yeah, we like that. I love the keystone. I wish I would have found that disc a little sooner. All right, in this one, I had to do kind of a weird uphill putt, and right there, that is a little bit tighter than I wanted, but that is a perfect line, and that's going to give me a pretty easy putt. So just aim a little higher, 28 feet. So this hole's kind of weird. I either want it really wide or I want it really far right like that one. And honestly, I tried to throw that shot the same as I did first round, and you saw that how the variability. I mean, it was one was way left and one was way right. So here's the big difference now this round. I'm not going to throw the river. I'm going to try to ace run it. And I just missed. I thought the wind would push it a little more, and so I kind of misread that one. If I come back through, now I know I need to aim a little bit further to the right to give that a better chance. But I got really lucky because, as I said my first round through, I don't like to have a 70, 80-foot throw-in with a wind of 3, but luckily the ground kind of grabbed there and gave me a 62-foot putt. All right, here's the other big one. I've got to get the Albatross on this one, or I don't know if I'll reset. If I'm trying to get first place, I would reset, but I just kind of want to get elite status on this one. And this roller is just phenomenal. I mean, that's going to work out really well. It's not going to be putting, so I'm still going to have to do a throw-in, but hopefully it's not too far out. And 84 feet. So yeah, this is just in my accurate windbreak fuse range. Judged a little uphill, so I know it had a headwind, but you got to watch the uphill on that because I know that gets a lot of people. All right, we are in great shape, and I know a lot of people don't like this hole, but with this wind, I'm going to play exactly like I did first round, play it wide right. Now, the only bad part is there is a little gully right about there that sometimes you don't get good skips on, so that's the only bad thing that could have happened there. But then 279 uphill with my Explorer, I'm just going to throw that. But again, watch the ground play. Up over the top, hits the ground, and then it just slams on the brakes. So there is zero chance of that disc skipping long. It will never happen. The uphill slant to the ground and the roll is just perfect. Now this one I kind of made a mistake on because I didn't remember what I did first round. I just wasn't thinking. And I did put that one on a little hyzer, but just not enough. And so that left me a little further out than I wanted. I really wanted to be in putting range, but unfortunately I'm 74 feet out. And so this is not where I wanted to be. And I thought there was a chance I would throw that a little too high. And I made that, but that is not ideal. Like, I definitely want to be closer on that one. All right, now I did remember this one, and I got a little gun shy, so I aimed a little further left than I wanted, and I kind of I kind of wussed out on that one. I mean, I knew when I was throwing that one that was not a good ace bid. I knew better. I should have known that you can't get gun shy when you hit the basket. I mean, clearly that basket shot was close to where it needed to be, but I kind of wussed out and played that one safe. So sue me, I get it. Other than that, I'm feeling pretty good, finishing off 8 and 9 here. This is, again, another easy light glide ballista pro shot. Just play it out wide. And in the air, I thought there was a chance it might hit the tree, but then as I saw it kind of fading back, I knew I was going to be okay. And easy putt range 32. So I'm pretty confident now I'm going to get the whatever the score is. So 17. So I'll get a 19 out of this, a 14 under. In fact, so much so that I didn't even change my aim point on this. I just kept it right where it was, clips the branches. And I know that looked like an ace run, but I know better on this hole that those branches they're kind of like the Kehoe branches, or they're the Owlwood branches. They're there, but you know the collision is a little bit wider or bigger than it appears to be. So I was pretty sure I was going to get that one with the collision. And there you go. So 14 under, got a 19, and I'm pretty sure that was first place tie, at least for now. Yeah, there we go. So, but I mean, it's early. We got 22 hours. I think the winning score on that's probably going to be an 18, because I can see somebody getting the holes I got, but then getting an ace on probably 8 or 9. I mean, it's just, they're there for the taking. So hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll be back soon. Again, you saw me use the forehand a little bit. I'll be back either with another daily tournament, or I'm in the process of working on 3 things, actually. Finishing that ace video, which again, I told you guys, once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to drop the video for all the par 3 aces in the game. I'm also working on the forehand video, so you'll get a little taste of that. And then I'm also working on a Frozen Valley walkthrough, which I posted. If you look through my channel, I did post a Frozen Valley 3-star, but it was not a walkthrough. It was just me doing a very quick, I think, no eagles, if I remember right. It was just all birdies on everything. And I didn't do any more than that because at the time, the developer was still messing with the ice. And so I didn't really mess with that at all. But now that I think the physics, the ice, and everything else is worked out, I might go ahead and do a Frozen Valley walkthrough. So those are the things that are coming. So if you enjoyed this, if you haven't already done so, like and subscribe, and I'll be back with one of those 3 videos, or maybe another daily tournament. We shall see. So peace out.